Hey, what's up? This is Thiago Titan. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. This video is a champion guide of Djamarsa, new epic champion from the Barbarians faction. We can get this champion in the new referral program. So everyone can get this champion quickly, just have to do 3 referral accounts. And once they reach level 10, you can get all the parts to summon this champion. So it can take a few hours and you get this champion. And this is a very useful champion from early, mid, and even in late game we can use Djamarsa. She's a unique champion. She has a good base HP, not too bad base defense, and good speed. 105, it's very good speed. And now let's take a look at her skills. Her A1 attacks one enemy, has 30% chance of placing a sleep debuff for 1 turn. When booked, it's a 50% chance. If Chronom is the legendary champion from the referral program, and they have some synergies together. If Chronom is on the same team and the sleep debuff was resisted or blocked, places a 30% decreased speed debuff instead for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be blocked. This is amazing. So this debuff cannot be blocked, it means it can be resisted, so she will always need accuracy to place these debuffs. Sleep debuff, we can think, 50% chance sleep debuff, it's not much, but it can be very useful in early mid game, and for late game, when used with Chronom, it can be very useful against bosses. Most bosses are immune to sleep debuffs, so they will block the sleep. It means Djamarsa will be able to place this decreased speed debuff, and it can be very useful against some bosses. So this is the only debuff she places, but in my opinion, we should give her accuracy, because these debuffs sleep more for early mid game, decreased speed more useful in late game, when of course with Chronom is in the same team. But in my opinion, she must be equipped with accuracy because of this. Second skill, heals the target ally by 30% of their max HP and fills their turn meter by 30%. If this skill is used on Chronom, Chronom will instantly activate their Berserker's Delight skill. This is an amazing skill Chronom has. He will attack 3 times at random and he will instantly activate HP burn debuffs, and this is amazing. So she will heal a target ally with 30% of their max HP. This is a good healing, and fill his turn meter by 30%. And if this skill is used on Chronom will activate that skill, and it's an amazing skill. 4 turns cooldown, it will be a 3 turn cooldown when booked. Third ability revives all dead allies with 30% HP and 30% turn meter. Also a very useful skill. 7 turns when booked, it's a 5 turn cooldown. This is a very useful skill to revive all allies. And her passive, this is unique, this is what makes Djamarsa so good. Whenever an ally uses an active skill, has a 20% chance of decreasing the cooldown of that skill by 1 turn. This is huge. It's a 3 turn cooldown. When booked, goes to 0 turn cooldown, so it's always active. So whenever an ally uses an active skill, 20% chance is not big, but okay, it happens a few times, and every time it happens, it's good, because your champion's skill, you can imagine a 3 turn cooldown skill will be a 2 turn cooldown in that moment, so it's always useful. Your champions decrease their cooldowns faster, so they can use their best abilities more times. And she has a good aura to 20% defense in all battles. It's not big, but it's always useful too. So Djamarsa, she's a very good champion with a unique passive, and now I'm going to show you that in some battles. We are in Doom Tower Hard. Let's see how often Djamarsa's passive procs. Look, you saw a blue clock. It means Madame Series A3 cooldown was reduced by 1 turn. This is amazing. Now let's see. Seal of the Drakes didn't happen. Every time it happens, there's a blue clock here animation. Now we'll place this HP burn. It didn't proc. Okay, this sleep debuff, it means nothing here, because HP burn will deal damage and wake up the champion, but doesn't matter. Didn't proc. Of course, it will not proc all the time because it's a 20% chance, but every time it happens, it's always useful. Let's see here, nothing. But it happened one time, as you saw. Okay, here it will happen, but it's because of Undix A1. Every time he kills an enemy, he will decrease his cooldowns. It's not Djamarsa's passive. Djamarsa, it's not only her passive. Of course, she revives dead allies, all allies. She can heal one ally and give him a turn meter boost. And of course, sleep debuff can be useful too. Here, if you want, we can not for just for boost her turn meter, and now decrease attack and decrease speed again. As you saw, once again, her A3 was reduced by 1 turn. Her A3 cooldown. This is so fun. Again, here happened with Herndig with his A2, but he died. He will be revived fast with Seal of the Drakes. She will revive him. Only maybe 20% turn meter. Djamarsa gives 30% turn meter. Okay, again it proc with Seals A2. This is really fun. I will leave this in auto. In this battle you can see everything you can do with this champion in early, mid, even late game if you have some trouble in some places, maybe here in Doom Tower. But for early mid game, for progression in dungeons, Doom Tower, faction wars, these can be Djamarsa can be an amazing champion to help you because she revives, she heals, she gives turn meter, and she can decrease the cooldown of ally skills, and this is huge for progression. And the fact that you can get this champion so early in the game, you can start a new account today. You can make a referral, 3 referral accounts in a few hours. You level them up to level 10, and you get all Djamarsa's parts, fragments you need to summon her. So you can start a game, and in the same day you can get this champion, and she is a huge help for progression. Even in late game she can be very useful. In faction wars, I'm sure her crypt is closed right now, but I'm sure she can help to decrease times. Because she decreases the allies' cooldown skills, so they can use their best skills faster and make more damage, and the battle can be shorter, can be faster. She will be helpful too. And of course, when you get Chronom, together these champions will be amazing. So you can see this is a good example of what you can, how you can use Djamarsa's in many places in the game. Faction wars, dungeons, and Doom Tower. We are in the Hydra right now. Here Djamarsa can be very useful too, not only for her passive but for all her skills. Let's start now. Okay, here we are. So here her sleep debuff means nothing because the heads are immune to it. But when Chronom is here in the team, and the sleep debuff is blocked because the heads are immune to sleep debuffs, so she will be able to place this decreased speed and can be very useful against these heads. At the start of the battle, more useful against the head of decay. We place the decreased speed faster, and then she gets slower, and the head of blight will attack before head of decay. She will try to place these poison cloud buffs, but if we have this block buff debuffs, she won't be able to do it. If the head of decay don't have this decreased speed debuff, she will cleanse everything, and the head of blight will be able to place those poison cloud buffs. But right now doesn't matter. When she's alone, her A1 is useless. But let's see how often this procs here, her passive procs here. I'm curious to see. 20% chance. It's not much, but it's always useful. Every time it happens, it's useful. Now place a block, debuffs, buff. We want to be provoked, and you can see poison cloud doesn't matter because we have HP burn here. Again, A1. I didn't mention before, she's equipped with Relentless to have chance to have extra turns. Now let's play some HP burn. Okay, didn't proc. Her passive. It's weird. Okay, A2. Let's see if Brownie's A2 will proc here. Okay, you saw this blue clock animation. So his skill, Brownie's A2 was decreased by 1 turn. Amazing. Again here. Okay, didn't happen. So every time this happens will always be useful. And in a long battle, like the Hydra can be long, it can be here 30, 40, 50 or 1 hour. You can stay here a long time, so every time her passive procs, it's a 1 turn cooldown less in your champion skill, so it means you can do more damage. If it's a damage skill, you can revive your champions faster. If it's a reviver skill, or healing faster if it's a healing skill, or place debuffs faster, or place buffs on your team faster. That is huge. Let's do here. Again, here it procced on Mother Sibel's A2. It's always good too, because she will. It's 1 turn less. She will need. So it was a 3 turn cooldown. So it's already a 2 turn cooldown. So she can place faster this revive on death and increase speed buffs. Let's see here. It doesn't happen that much because it's a 20% chance, but as I said before, it's a long battle, a very long battle, and every time it happens, it's always good and fun to watch, but it's always useful for long battles. The more your best skills are available, more damage you'll be able to put, and also for surviving. So let's revive our Hugo. She's revived. I'm not sure if her passive works with herself. I didn't see it, but I believe it will work because it doesn't mention on her skill description. It doesn't say it doesn't work on her, so I believe it does. But until now, I didn't see it. It could be amazing to decrease her on. Didn't proc. Decrease her on skills cooldowns, but I guess it happens. I didn't see it till now, but I believe it happens because in the description doesn't say it doesn't happen, so it must happen. So I guess that's enough. Here you saw, it's just an example. I won't do this long battle. I just wanted to show you how good she can be. And of course, once we get Chronom and we use them together, I'm sure together they will be huge here in the Hydra. So this is how I equipped Djamarsa with a Relentless set and an Immortal set. These are total stats. Very high HP, high defense, very high speed too, and some accuracy. Not much, but it's okay, it was enough. And these are the masteries I gave her. Always thinking about bosses. In support 3 I didn't go for more accuracy. I wanted more healing and more HP. The artifact sets I recommend are Immortal, Resilience, Speed, Perception, Resistance, Relentless, Regeneration, and Reflex. Her priority stats are of course HP, Speed, Defense, Accuracy. If you want to give her accuracy, or Resistance can be very useful too, to resist enemies debuffs. The recommended primary stats for the gloves are HP or defense percentage, the same for the chest plate, speed for the boots, HP or defense for the ring, the same for the amulet, and accuracy or resistance for the banner. So don't either everything with HP or everything with defense. Try to keep it balanced, not too much HP or not too much defense. As you can see here, I gave her 68,000 HP and 3,000 defense, so she is more balanced. Right now, some last few words about Djamarsa. She is an incredible champion because of her passive, of course, but Holler Kit is useful here, sleep or decrease speed, here to heal. It's a good healing, it's only one target, but still it's good. And here revive all dead allies, it's always very useful anywhere in the game. And her aura is not big, it's more like a early mid-game aura, but it's always good too. About books, we have 6 books for 10 books plus 2, 12 books. Okay, 15 books. Yeah, it's a lot, but any book is very useful here, and you won't regret to book this champion. So where can we use Djamarsa? Where is she good? In early mid game, you can use her anywhere. She can be a very useful champion in campaign to support your attack champion. She can heal him, she can revive him, she can give him turn meter booster. So she can be very useful to do these 3 stars in campaign in early game. She can be very useful for progression in faction wars, in Doom Tower, in dungeons and Hydra. And for late game, it's more in Hydra and faction wars to do better times in faction wars. In Spiders then, I'm not sure if she's very useful there, at least without Chronom. With Chronom, I want to test that. Once I have Chronom, I will test that, because I'm not sure if Chronom's A2 ability with her will be very useful there. He activates only 3 HP burn debuffs. If we compare that to Cisia Flame Tongue, she activates all HP burn debuffs. So I want to see if they are really good in Spiders then. We'll see that later. Okay, let me know in the comments what you think about this champion, if you already have her, if you want to have her, how you equip her, how you intend to use her. Thanks for watching, subscribe my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.